Vivek, but your wasn't your career also cut short a little bit by a parachute accident, or did that happen afterwards?
Yeah, so how things are in life, everything happens simultaneously. So when it happens together. So I had two things happened actually. I peaked out in combat. I peaked out in combat as in I had experienced the highest level that I could think of as a special forces soldier. What was there in my mind that this would be the highest level of what one can experience, one can operate as to my satisfaction. I had already experienced that. So, and I experienced all of this cumulatively over a decade. So 10 years out of the 14 years that I was in service, minus the training and all of that. So out of 14 years, yeah, almost a decade, I was continuously in combat. So there's just so much that my mind opened up to, um, and I peaked out, and also simultaneously I had this combat free fall. I was undergoing combat free fall training, and I had a parachute malfunction. In fact, thrice. So in my first combat free fall jump, in my fourth jump, and finally in my 11th jump, it's like a horseshoe. Yeah, you know what a horseshoe is? Like, yeah, yeah. So I had a horseshoe, high speed emergency three times, and the third time that happened, actually went unconscious in free fall, and uh, luckily just before I went unconscious, I was able to get the handle out, and when the parachute opened up, basically it wrapped around my leg, and my leg smashed my face, so I went out, and I came to my senses a little while later, and I was under canopy, and so I checked the altitude. I was at 2,000 feet, and I had a semi-deployed parachute. So about 30-40% of it was more or less collapsed, because all the rigging lines had gone over the parachute, and it was like almost about to collapse. So I kind of stuck to it and flew down. I had a bad landing, and I injured my spine, and so I was in hospital for some time, and so all of these things happened together, kind of a thing, you know. And when I was in hospital, I had some time to sit back and chew the cud. So
Yeah.
look at life and see, how life has been till that point of time. I was, I think, what, 36 years of age by then, 36, 37. And I had time to reflect on life and really see, what is it that makes sense to me, and what gives me meaning to life, and where do I want to go from here, and things like that. So yeah, so all of these things came together, and I decided that it's time to move on, time to move ahead, time to evolve further, time to see what more life has to offer, right?